I know Chiggs is in here recording this.
No Chid Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
you know, Chig gonna have everything up there.
whatever you say, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkless World reporting for the Chig Smooth channel. We gotta talk about this. So while talking about those hip drop tackles, which we'll show you a little bit on the screen right now, we can't play the rest of it because it gets really gruesome. After Florida State's quarterback's leg was injured during this play, Skip and the guys had a conversation that got a little fiery. Let's take a listen.
Back in week 4, and he went crazy about the Giants because they hip dropped him, and he said by the grace of God he survived the hip drop, and now we see Jordan Travis.
What
the problem is,
what's crazy is the Geno Smith
let me
one was
finish,
to avoid
Richard.
a horse
I'm
collar.
speaking. Thank you.
I'll let you speak, but you're not speaking from experience. So stop raising your voice, Skip.
Okay.
Talk to me, Skip.
All right. Are you gonna let me speak or not?
Well, you're speaking on something you don't experience. You don't have no experience doing. So, I mean, what point can you really
make? I've covered the game
make?
for a lot longer than you've been alive.
You've covered the game.
Yeah.
I've actually played the game longer than you ever played. So, like, what we're talking about is something that actually happens in the game that you can't experience unless you play it.
Does Rich McKay know anything about football? Keyshawn, help me.
So as you can see, things are getting a little chippy, a little warm, a little uncomfortable in that set right now, even if they're talking through Zoom. It seems like they're getting tired of each other. And usually I'm all for the professional athlete getting their point across because they have a perspective of a professional. But in this case, Sherman is wrong. If you're going to outlaw helmet to helmet hits, those drop tackles have to be outlawed because it's just a coward's way to make a tackle. Anybody that actually gets taught how to play football knows that that's not how you tackle someone. And if you think that's the way to get a tackle, you're so wrong. You don't even belong on the field because you're just trying to injure somebody. That's not a good way to tackle no matter what. Even while catching someone from behind, pause. You can trip them, you can grab their leg, you can drag them down moving forward. But when you do that trip move right there and then pull your weight back, the only option is to go straight down, and that's gonna snap ankles, fibulas, all types of cartilages and ligaments in the knees. That type of tackle is only meant to injure people. And no disrespect to that player, even if he doesn't mean it, that's what that tackle does. So it doesn't matter if you don't mean it. That person's leg that will never be the same is a collateral damage because you don't know how to play football. Come on. That coward's tackle has to be eliminated for the game. Enough is enough. Too many people get injured that way because it doesn't need to happen. Just like a helmet to helmet tackle, it doesn't need to be part of the game for it to be physical. I'm all for the physicality of the game. Football is a collision sport. It's not just a physical sport. I understand that. That play is not a football move. Even though watching Richard Sherman fight with Skip Bayless is entertaining, he's wrong in this argument. But overall, I think this is the start of the downfall of that show. Even though you could say when Shannon left was the start of the downfall of that show, this will be the downfall of this version of the show. I don't think Skip likes people that challenge him in that sort of way. And to be fair, who does? It's one thing to disagree with me, but when the two hosts are disagreeing in a point where it goes to don't raise your voice at me, which is understandable. We all have to learn how to speak to one another. But when it comes out like that, now you guys are not talking about the subject or topic. It's only an emotional back and forth. And when you have no leverage like Richard Sherman, I'll be surprised if he makes it to the end of the year. He might get fired on his day off. But let me know what you think. Do you like this version of the show? And how long you think this version of the show is going to last? We're taking bets. Not officially. Just let me know what you think. 6 months, a year, 2 years. They're all going to retire from the game together. How do you see it? Let me know. Peace.